Welcome. Welcome, I'm Colette and this is Frankie. And Frankie's a dear friend and a great teacher, yoga teacher, who has travelled all the way from sunny Leeds and opened up this beautiful space in Richmond in Melbourne, Australia, which is where we're coming to you from today. The sun's just coming down, so it's a little bit cooler for us. And yeah, thank you, Frankie, for practicing and demoing for us today. Very grateful to have her with us. Today's class is all about activate and trust. That's the theme. And what I mean by activate is really when we initiate this process of connection to self and this process of connection to the body, we become deeper in that practice, and it becomes this moment-to-moment practice of activation, of connection. And when we start to focus on that and draw all of our attention to that, we start to listen to our wisdom and our intuition a little bit more. That gets a little clearer and a little louder, and that allows us to develop this profound sense of trust in what we're doing and the choices that we're making and the words that we're choosing and the relationships that we find ourselves in and the situations that we find ourselves in. So this practice is really about activating and getting super deep in our engagement of our bodies to build our consciousness, to become more conscious through our bodies so that we can get clearer and start to listen more carefully to that voice inside, so we can become more conscious, more awake, and therefore cultivate that sense of trust. So that's where we're going to take it today. So please come to either Vajrasana or Virasana. Vajrasana is just sitting on your knees. If you're coming to Virasana, then maybe grab a block or a pillow, so you just got a little support. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. And close your eyes. Press your toenails down into the earth and press your shin bones down into the earth. And as you make that connection to the surface of the ground, to the mat, feel how that starts to light up the inner thighs, and it catches through the pelvic floor, and it takes you into the low belly and the solar plexus. And as you root down into that connection with earth, you can find some lift up into the space above. Keep that. Don't make it too forced, too strong. Just this gentle connection to earth, to this center line of your body through inner thigh and all through the core, to lift through the crown of your head and begin to breathe deeply. Tune into the sounds and use those sounds as a means by which to draw inwards, to start to connect to yourself through your senses and by drawing and withdrawing with the senses. And with this connection to earth, to space around you, to the sounds, and then to yourself. Draw your awareness to your breath and start to make that connection of that inner journey as the breath starts to connect now to the lungs, to the ribs. The ribs connect all the way into the intercostal muscles. Your breath connecting to each and every element and aspect of that journey. As you start to breathe deeper into your body, follow that journey down. Breathing into the hidden caverns of your body, breathing into parts of your body that maybe you haven't breathed into for a while. Track and trace the breath as you stay connected to it all the way in through the nostrils and down into your body. Maintain that connection all the way through the journey. The Latin root of the word inspire is spirare, which means to breathe in. We breathe life in through the breath. We breathe life force. We breathe inspiration in as we create more space through this breath. As we become more connected to the magnificence of the life force that is at the essence of your breath. In space and silence, follow that journey for a few rounds. Keep your eyes closed. Press more firmly now into the earth through your shin bones. Reach your arms up over your head and hook your thumbs. Try and pull the thumbs apart as you connect to yourself, as you connect these two parts of your body. And as you press down into the shins, feel the inner thighs light up. Catch the pelvic floor. Catch the low belly and feel that engagement and that connection travel all the way up into your solar plexus, that space between your bottom ribs. Draw the solar plexus in and up to lift the rib cage away from the pelvis. Take a big inhale, exhale over to your right side. Inhale more fully, reach a little higher, and exhale a little deeper over to your right. Inhale back to center. Draw in before exhaling over to the second side. Keep that engagement, that connection to earth, that connection to the inner seam of your legs, that connection to pelvic floor as the energy travels all the way into solar plexus. Reach a little further over to the left and feel that delicious opening all the way up through the right side of the body. Inhale back to center. Keep your eyes closed, release your hands, place your hands on your thighs. Drink in the sensations that are now dancing inside your side body. Feel your way into whatever is happening inside of you. As you start to travel your awareness into the finer details of your experience. You can either open your eyes or keep them closed. Bring your hands behind you for a little back bend. Just a sweet back bend on the fingertips. Beautiful. Press the toenails into the earth, the shins, and then draw all of that ignition up, that initiation of engagement all the way through your core. Draw the solar plexus in and up, in and up, in and up, and then lift from the back of the heart. Beautiful. Through the core, bring yourself back to center. Keep the eyes closed and just drink that in. What does it feel like to sharpen your awareness down into the details of your experience? To activate that process and to begin to listen more carefully to what your feeling experience is and how you might articulate that. Beautiful. Bring yourselves to all fours. Spread the fingers wide. You can close your eyes or have your eyes open, entirely up to you. Draw all of your attention down into that connection of hand to earth. Draw finger pads towards palm knuckles to ignite that hasta bandha. And as you do, feel the engagement of the muscles to the bones through the arms. Press the tops of the feet into the earth and feel that activation light up through the legs. Feel how that's now getting the core alive and alert. Catch the pelvic floor, so a gentle lift that travels through the low belly and up to the solar plexus. Keep that, and now slide your pubic bone back. So you're sliding it back as if you're tilting your hips as we come into cow pose. Super, super slow. Big full inhale. As you exhale, keep that and draw the fingertips back towards you. So you're dragging your heart through and offering it up. Beautiful. Take another full breath here as you really feel the aliveness coming through your core and then sending it out through the heart space. Beautiful. Exhale to cat. Super slow. Work your way all the way to the bottom of the exhale, working through each vertebra with so much attention and awareness. And in your own time, move through another round of cat-cow with the fullest and longest of breaths. And as you move, keep the core activation going, but have your awareness really sensitized to your vertebra. Really interested and curious as to how deeply and sweetly you can articulate through that spine. Come back to neutral, step the right foot between your hands, pause. Take a big exhale out of your mouth. Press the left toes down into the earth and try and press the little toe side down into the earth. Try and spread the toes a little more. Feel that superpower drawing from the toes up through that back leg. Now draw the front heel towards the back toes so you light up the inner thighs and get strong through the legs. Inhale to rise, arms over the head, Anjaneya, hook the thumbs. Keep hugging the back knee and the front heel towards each other so this scissoring action is getting you really strong and steady. As you lift up through the arch of the front foot and press down through the toenails of the back foot, let all of that activation travel through pelvic floor, low belly, draw solar plexus in and up and lift the rib cage off the pelvis. Big full inhale. Exhale, lean over to the right side. Inhale into the left lung. Exhale a little deeper to the right. Inhale back to center. Bring the arms out wide so the elbows are bent and the elbows are in line with your shoulders. Beautiful. Find that activation now on your own. So find the activation through the arch and the toes, up through the legs, the core. Now solar plexus comes in and up, in and up, in and up. And now sweep your heart forwards as you start to arc through the thoracic. Beautiful, Frankie. And deeper into the front thigh and sweetly sweep that arc a little higher. Beautiful. Bring the right arm low, the left arm high. Get lots of length through the left side body. So straight arm down to the earth and straight, sorry, I'll show you. So we're going to come into a twist. It'd probably be easier if I just tell you that. So right arm low, left arm high. And then bring your left elbow outside of your right thigh. And either bring hands to prayer or bring your left hand to a fist and wrap it with the right hand. Draw in and up through the core, get that deepest activation, and then lengthen and rotate around the axis of the spine. Try and stack the elbows on top of each other and then get a little more of a bend through the thoracic as you broaden the collarbones. Inhale to untwist, place the hands, step to plank and take a vinyasa. Beautiful. Take a big inhale and a big exhale out of the mouth in your dog. Sweep the left leg to the sky because it always feels nice. And exhale, step it through. Second side, Anjaneyasana. Drop the back knee, flip the toes. Connect the little toe side first, so always start with the feet, get strong. Lift through the arch of the front foot, sweep the hands high. Hook the thumbs. Draw everything in as you pull the thumbs apart. Find that connection of earth, to self, And each of the parts of your body lift all the way up through the core, and exhale, arc over to the left side, sweet side bend. Inhale back to center. Bring the elbows down to be in line with your shoulders. Catch the pelvic floor, low belly, solar plexus. Draw solar plexus in and up and start to really lift the heart space up and up and up skyward. Bring the shoulder blades onto the back and really try and get the length through the low back as you open through the upper. Beautiful. Release the left arm down towards the side of the body. Reach the right arm high to the sky for the twist. Yeah, so you're getting that length. Draw everything in. Find that deepest activation and engagement. Ignite all the way up through the pelvic floor and initiate that process. Exhale to get a little deeper through your twist. Inhale back to center and to untwist. Place the hands. Come through a vinyasa or come to dog, your choice. As you come to down dog, bring your awareness down into your finger pads. Claw your finger pads towards your palm knuckles, and in particular your index finger towards your thumb. Hug the muscles to the bones and just soften the knees for a moment. So give yourself a little bit of an extra bend in the knees. That's it. Now reach the sit bones super, super high. And before you straighten the legs, find that support through the core. Draw the front ribs in and lift the chest away from the earth. Yes, and then send the heels towards the earth. As you reach the heels earthwards, send the inner thighs back and wide so you're spinning them outwards. Reach the sit bones a little higher, press the earth away a little more. Beautiful. Come to all fours. Take a big exhale out of your mouth. Root down, draw in, initiate that process of deep engagement. Press down into the earth and feel the core light up. And your choice, you can either keep the tops of the feet rooting into the earth, or you can tuck the toes. Reach the left arm all the way out in front of you and send the right leg back behind you. Exhale, draw elbow to knee. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Take a few rounds in your own time, and as you do, get really strong, extending through the heel. And as you draw in from the pelvic floor, the low belly. Try and pull the whole of the front body to the back body so you round deeply. Beautiful. Pause, bend the right knee, reach behind with the left hand for your Chapasana. That's it, you got it. Beautiful. So left hand is reaching behind for right foot. When you make that connection, press the hand and the foot into each other evenly. Now catch through the core, lift through the pelvic floor, low belly, and now look forwards and sweep the heart forward as the thoracic starts to open up for you. Release. Connect. Second side. Reach the left leg behind, right arm forward. Get super strong as you press out through the heel. Elbow to knee, yeah, go for it. And then press out strong and strong and strong. Now draw the front body to the back body as you elbow to knee. Exhale, draw in and pull it all in. Take a few rounds in your own time. Inhaling to extend and exhaling to contract the whole of the front body in. Extend, bend the left knee. Reach behind with the right hand to catch the left foot. And come out of the low back by drawing in through the core. Lift all the way up, find the solar plexus and find that point of drawing in and up to get more open through the back, through the thoracic. Release. Close your eyes and just move freely a little. Release where you want to release. Listen to what wants to come through. Find a little freedom in your movement. Come to neutral. Baby Vashisthasana, so kick the right leg out behind you, reach the left leg long along the mat. And you want to find this great alignment, so root down through the back edge of the foot that's extended, this outer knife edge, and the knee, foot and hand are all in a straight line. Beautiful, Frankie. Reach the left hand high to the sky first. Now catch up through that core line, through that center line, and then start to root down through the outside edge of that foot and reach your fingertips all the way over towards me. Yeah. All the way over to the opposite side. Now keep drawing that core engagement in. Keep that initiation happening. Keep your awareness super, super laser focused on that connection. Breathe into the left lung. Drink in the opening through the side body and see if you can get a little more open there. Reach the left arm high to the sky. Keep all that super strength and super power through the leg as you lift the leg away from the floor. Extend through the heel and now bend the knee to reach behind for the foot into this form of Chapasana. Draw everything in. Get super strong, muscles to bones, and now catch through the pelvic floor. Get that core ignited and now press the hand and foot into each other and start to send the heart forwards. Beautiful. There she goes, perfect, release. And come through to your second side. Baby Vashisthasana to the left side. Line up the hand, the knee and the foot. Root down through the outside edge of that foot. Make connection to earth as you lift out and away and reach the hand to the sky. Draw the core in. Really catch through pelvic floor so it travels all the way from the edge of your foot through the inner seam of your thigh all the way up to the solar plexus, and now reach the arm all the way over. Find all of that beautiful length and alignment, pressing down to the outside edge of that foot, all the way through the leg and all the way through the opening, keeping that integrity through your core. Beautiful. Bring the right arm to the sky. Bring the left leg all the way up away from the floor, strong through that leg, so really press out through that heel. Beautiful. Bend the knee. Reach behind for that foot. As you find that equal balance between foot and hand, lift all the way up through core and swing, catapult your heart forwards. And release. Pause. Send your hips sailing back into downward facing dog and take 5 deep, sweet, long breaths. Exhale out of the mouth, take an audible sigh, make noise, whatever you need to do. And in your down dog, this opportunity in this resting pose to make all of these connections that we're doing all the time in this pose to the earth, muscles to the bones, all through the core lines of the body, the sit bones to the sky, the ribs in. All of this is going on. But once we're inside that stable structure, once we've made all of those connections, we can trust in the shape and find stillness inside the shape. Start to listen to where in the shape are you not engaged, or what is the pattern that you have that maybe isn't serving you. In each and every pose, you can look for this. Walk the hands back to the feet. Padangusthasana. Beautiful. So you can have hands to the earth, or like Frankie's doing, you can hold on to the big toes with the index and middle finger, the peace fingers and the thumb, locking off the top of the toe with the thumb. Inhale, halfway lift. Now here, really go into that core activation there. So catch pelvic floor, low belly, solar plexus, and then from the solar plexus, sweep the heart, melt the back of the heart, and then you can bow in with all that length. Work your way into your own practice in this pose. Use your breath. to get more connected to each of the points of your body where you feel tension, where you have resistance, or where you have discomfort in this pose. Simply get curious inside of it and be interested in the experience you're having without any judgment of that experience. Let the breath guide you in deeper, and see if you can start to find that frequency of stillness beneath the music, beneath the noise, beneath my voice. Walk yourself back to downward facing dog. Come all the way down to your knees and take a child's pose. Send the breath all the way into the back of the body. If you wish to stay in down dog, then by all means do. Send your breath into the low back, into the kidneys, located at the bottom back ribs. Sending your breath and awareness there, start to get super connected to this side of the body which we so easily forget about and we become disconnected to. Send your breath all the way into the space between your shoulder blades, the back of the heart. And in your own time and in whichever way you choose, bring yourself to Uttanasana. So that might be through down dog or through all fours. Lift the sit bones high. Lift the toes away from the floor actually. Let's start there. And as you lift the toes away from the floor, feel the arches start to lift. Now keep the toes lifted but place the big toe down. And then try and place the little toe down. And now hug the legs together, lift the knees up, lift the thighs away from the knees so you really start to get strong through those thighs. Keep all of that engagement and really try to keep the knees tracking over the second toes. Yes, I know there's so much going on. And now lift the sit bones higher, 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 higher. Oh yeah, beautiful. Perfect, walk yourself back out to dog. Sweep the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. We're coming into Skandasana, so turn the back foot out to 90 degrees and then take it to 10 or 11 o'clock. Yeah, and travel over to the left side, bending the left knee, straighten right leg, and then point those toes up towards the sky. Now while you're here, stick your seat way out behind you. And then think about getting external rotation here. Yes. Perfect. Travel over to the second side. Draw that heel back towards you so you get super, super active through that leg and then find that external rotation there. Great, Frankie. Take a couple of rounds in your own time and close your eyes and feel your way into your inner thighs. Feel your way into the openings that are happening in your body as you do this. Be mindful and present to the connection of your feet to the earth, of the connection of your muscles to your bones, and of the connection of your awareness to yourself. Okay. On the next time you travel over, you're not going to bend as deeply into that leg. You're going to straighten this front leg and then bring the right hand inside the straightened right leg. That's it. So we really want this knee to track over the second toe. Perfect. While staying rooted through the four corners of that foot. Great. Okay, now find a big external rotation of this right thigh. really pressing down into the earth. Now come into the core, so root from the earth, catch the pelvic floor, low belly, solar plexus. Beautiful, Frankie. And reach all the way from earth to sky. Exhale, second side, place the hand, travel all the way over. And so bend the right knee. That's the one. That's it, so don't come as low. And this right knee tracks over. Yes, great. Perfect. Try not to hyperextend the extended leg and get a big external rotation. So I'm just gonna mirror you. Bring this further here. There we go. Beautiful. Really draw that heel towards you to get more power. And then bring the hands to the top of the mat to frame the front foot. Bring yourself around. Lower the back knee. And come into Anjaneyasana on this side. Bend deeply into the front thigh. And flip the back foot. Bring your hands back down to the earth. Now press the back foot into the earth and lift the back knee away from the earth. Super, super power. Yes. Keep rooting through that little toe side so you get that internal rotation of the leg. Beautiful, Frankie. And you've got this super, super power coming all the way through. Now bend deeply into your front thigh. As you lower the back knee, keep the length through the back leg. Yeah. Beautiful. Come on to, walk that foot out a little bit to the side. So right foot comes to the edge of the mat. Bend the back knee. Press into the earth with the left hand. Bring the right hand to the thigh first. Get some rotation and then reach behind for the foot. Press the foot into the hand, hand into foot. Draw the legs together. Now catch through pelvic floor, low belly. Draw solar plexus in and up. And then spin the chest all the way towards the sky. Big, beautiful opening across the chest. Now start to draw the knee in towards your seat. And you can send your seat towards your heel. Not your knee, your heel. Really get the external rotation of the supporting shoulder so you can create more space through the chest. Lift up through the core and then open and lean back as you trust into the space behind you. Beautiful. Lower that back leg. Place both hands inside your front foot, lift the back knee and come into lizard. You can come onto your forearms if that's available to you. Draw the front body to the back body. Press out through that back heel. Become aware of all the connections that you're making right now. So front foot to the earth, whole ball of the back foot to the earth. Thighs lifting away from knees, extending through the heel. Feel the connection of the core as you press your forearms into the earth and round the upper back. Option to stay here, or option to slide the back foot back and come into a extended version of this pose. If you have Hanumanasana in your pose and you feel open enough in your hamstrings, by all means come in there. 2 more breaths. Place the hands. Lift that knee up and send the right leg high to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Really get that connection to the earth strong through your arms. Extend from the shoulders. And now start to make circles with your knees. Exhale, bring the knee round in a big circle. And move in whatever way you wish actually here, just to start to really work into the hips. You might want to bend Both knees, you might make big circles, they might be little circles. You might want to straighten the leg. Just start to get really clear as what's happening in your hip. And lower the back knee to the floor. Sorry, the back foot to the floor. Step the left foot high to the sky, sweep it high, pause, connect to the earth, extend from the shoulders and really engage through your core. Then extend a little further, press into my hand. Yes. And now draw the knee in towards the nose. Pull the front body to the back body, place the foot between the hands. Turn all the toes to face me. And if you wish, Frankie, you can flip it if you feel more comfortable and not having your bum facing the camera. So coming into a wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana, bend the knees. Yeah, so it's almost kind of squatty, like a bit of a sumo squat. And now walk the fingertips all the way out and really come high onto the fingertips, so like you've got spider's fingers and they're clawing into the earth. Good. Now stick your bum way out behind you, and this is really important for the core here. So pelvic floor lifts, let that travel into low belly, solar plexus, in and up, in and up, in and up. And now as you start to straighten your legs, start to lean back towards the back of the room as you keep dragging into your fingertips and extending from your shoulders. So you're getting all this traction through the low back. Keep sticking your bum out behind you as you lean back and trust back into space. And maybe if you wish, you can come onto your heels as you trust even more, but you don't have to. Listen to what feels right. And this time we're going to turn to face the left foot, so bring the hands to frame the left foot, spin off the back foot, come into Anjaneya on the left side. Press down into, come up first, we did that last time, didn't we? Draw the left hip back in space. And really find connection to earth as you scissor the front heel towards the back knee. Feel how that gives you more stability and strength, more trust in your own foundation, in your own power. Exhale, hands to the earth, bring fingertips to the earth, lift the back knee away from the floor. Keep the, stay on the top of the back foot instead of tucking the toes, because that's going to activate the front line, the front chain of muscles. And we really want to get as much length as possible so that we can come into the next pose with a little bit more ease. So really get all of the energy rocking through that back leg, super powered, supercharged. Keep that as you bend deeper into the front knee, and keep bending deeper as you lower the back knee to the floor. Beautiful. Press into the earth with the right hand. Yeah, and bring the left hand to the left thigh. Get the rotation and then bend the right foot and reach behind with the left hand. Perfect. Beautiful, Frankie. Press the foot into the hand and try not to sickle the foot as well. So yeah, you want a super active foot, so we're protecting the ankle and the knee. Okay, now root down into that connection to earth. Draw that all the way into connection to core. Find it all the way in the solar plexus. And now spin the chest a little more towards the sky. Get that external rotation of the supporting arm. So really bring more external rotation to that shoulder. And now lean back into it all. Trust that you have made all of the deep connection, that you are listening carefully to everything that is happening inside of you, and that you can trust in that listening as you open a little more. Lean back a little more. Beautiful. Bring your hands to the earth. And now walk yourself all the way to the other side of the mat. So bring yourself all the way back through. And step forward into Uttanasana. Take any form of Uttanasana you wish. Bring your hands to the earth and step your right foot back. I realize we didn't do lizard or Hanuman on the second side. At least we're facing the right way now. So bring your hands inside your left foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Get all of that power and extension coming through the legs, and if it's available, come down onto your forearms. As you press into the earth, pull the front body to the back body. And again, you can either hang out here, or you can slide that back foot back, come onto the outside edge of the left foot, and come into this extended version. Or again, if you have Hanumanasana, splits, you can come there, and if you do, catch through the center line, lift the arms high, and find a back bend in the thoracic. When you're ready, place the hands, come back up. Sweep that left leg to the sky and take that beautiful three-legged dog with the bent knee and the open hip and the free movement and all the things that you want to do with that hip and that leg right now after all of that intensity. When you've finished your knee and hip dance, take a couple of breaths in down dog. Take a big exhale out of your mouth. Inside that stillness of the pose, connect to the stillness behind all of the dynamism that is happening right now. Look between your hands. Exhale, step, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to bow in. Bend the knees deeply. Utkatasana, sweep the hands high, pour the weight into the heels, sit your seat a little deeper, and now really work the core activation here. Root down through the big toe mound, really catch fire through the inner seams of your legs, draw the pelvic floor in, the low belly, the front ribs, and sink a little deeper. 2 full breaths. Drop all your awareness into your right foot. Lift up through the arch of the right foot as you spread those toes. Now pour the weight into the right foot and lift the left knee. Spread the toes of the left foot and now come up to stand. Draw the knee high, get strong through the right leg. You've got this. Start to lean forward and then come back into a warrior 3, but bring the elbows out wide. Keep that foot super flexed. Now lift up through your core. Look forwards and reach through the heart space as you extend all the way out through the crown. Perfect. Step it back into warrior 1. Reach your hands high to the sky. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Perfect. Step that back foot in a bit if you need to. And if you wish, you can bring the hand inside the left foot too. Now, I love the play in this pose of drawing your sit bones towards your tailbone. So you're getting this massive external rotation on both legs. And really keep strong here. Find this opening, yes, and then this opening. And now lift up through the core a little bit more. Can you feel this in your right hip? Yeah. Look towards the earth. Bring your hand now to be in line with your back foot, so you're just bringing it inside your left hand inside your right foot. So the hips are squared off now. and we're going to come into Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana Chapasana. So revolved half moon Chapasana. So bend the left knee, reach behind with the right foot, make the connection. Get that clear first. Drop your awareness back into your supporting leg and start to externally rotate that right leg. So you're drawing that right sit bone towards the tailbone. With all that connection and stability, trust as you spin your chest towards the sky. And open a little to the right. Beautiful. Release both hands to the earth, super slowly, keep that leg lifted. Prepare for half moon. Start to keep that, and it's a big external rotation on that right hip that's probably burning so much. And now try and find, there we go. Catch through the core. Yes, beautiful. Lower both hands to the earth, standing split. Reach that left leg as high to the sky as you can. And you can bow in and then just lift the leg high. And then drop it into Uttanasana. Bend the knees. Take a moment and drink in all of the sensation, all of the triggers, all of the stuff that's going on inside of you. Breathe into it all and allow it all to be there, and don't try and change anything. Have the experience that you're having. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Lift your toes away from the earth. Feel the arches light up. Keep that. Place the toes back. Keep hugging the muscles to the bones in the legs as you sink deeply into chair pose, Utkatasana. Keep those knees tracking out. Catch the pelvic floor. Let the engagement initiate that action all the way up into the solar plexus and sink a little deeper. Breathe a little fuller. Send the breath into the side ribs, the back of the body. Exhale even deeper, and now with all of that strength and power and fortitude and surety in your legs. Second side, pour the weight into the left foot and draw the right knee in as you straighten the left leg. Spread the toes of the right foot. And now bend the left knee as you reach back into Warrior Three. Bring the elbows out wide, or whichever form you want to take, whatever feels good. Beautiful. Keep that extension through the back leg. And now reach your arms forward as you reach your foot back. All good. That's it, it's perfect. It's all perfect. Wherever the foot lands, square the hips. Get your foundation set up. And then reach the hands high. Reground, reroot, reconnect. Every time, moment to moment, that's the invitation that we're having. Straighten the front leg, reach the right arm high to the sky, and bring the right hand outside the left foot for your evolved Trikonasana. Root down into the earth, lift the thighs away from the knees so you get super, super strong through those legs. And now find that big external rotation as you draw the sit bones towards the tailbone. Beautiful, Frankie. Really trust in your ability to ground and your ability to open from that grounding. Inhale to untwist. Place the right hand under your shoulder. Square it off. Lift the back leg as we come into our revolved half moon Chapasana. That's it. Bend the right knee. Reach behind with the left hand. Press the hand and the foot into each other and flex that toe. Hold my hand. Press your foot into my arm. Beautiful. Release. Super slow, super controlled. Prepare for half moon. Extend that leg all the way out. Press into the earth, super active through those strong, strong legs. And then stack that right hip on top and draw the core in. Let that be your support. Amazing. Come all the way into Uttanasana, super slow. Oh yeah, take standing split. Working those hamstrings at every opportunity we have for this particular practice. Come into Uttanasana. Take whatever form feels good for you. If you wish to take a Malasana squat, if you wish to come closer to earth, go for it. Close your eyes and listen to what you need in this moment and take it. Deep, full breath. Connect to your breath and connect to the journey of your breath as it travels all the way down, as it calms your nervous system, as it creates the space and opportunity for you to listen. And this is our constant, continuous practice. And everything is all too much and there's so much going on. We come to ground, we come to breath, we come to listen, we connect. And it's in that place that we can trust. We are in the right place. We are in the right situation. We know if we're in the right relationship or not because we feel, we know our intuition and we can connect to that. We can trust in that. Place your hands. Come back into Uttanasana. Feet hip distance apart. Lift the toes away from the floor. Super grounded through the four corners of your feet. Knees tracking over the toes. Yeah, so you're getting the glutes activated here. You're initiating the engagement from the earth all the way up through the inner thighs. Utkatasana, sit deeply into chair pose. Sweep the arms high. Drop all your awareness into your right glute as you wrap it underneath you. As you press into your right leg, you're going to draw the left knee in and then catch behind. So we're coming into Natarajasana, dancer pose. That's it. That's it. So catch the inner edge of your foot. Now lift the thigh away from the knee. Lift up through the inner thigh. Yep, all through the core. Beautiful. And now start to propel your heart forwards. Keep pressing the foot into the hand. If you now wish to come into the peak form of the pose, you can bring the hand down or just stay here. If you're coming down, soften the knee and bring the right hand to the earth. Press the foot into the hand and really reach the knee high to the sky. If you're in Natarajasana, without coming to the earth, come to Tadasana now and pause. Find your feet again. If you have your hand to the earth and you're in this Chapasana form of the pose, come back through Uttanasana and we'll meet in Utkatasana. So everyone bend your knees, sink your hips. Get really grounded again through your foundation. Trust in that left leg, that left foot, the power of the left glute as you draw the right knee in. Kick the foot behind you and reach for the foot and find the inside edge of that foot and find the even meeting point as you connect foot to hand. Lift the thigh away from the knee, you got it. Connect to the core and now start to lean forwards. Start to reach forwards. Start to press the foot back And maybe the hand comes to the floor, maybe it doesn't. I've got you. I've got you. You've got you. You've so got you. Beautiful. And there we go. Whenever you're ready. In fact, no, first of all, catch that core, because that is where you're going to get a little bit more expression through the pose, more feeling, more of an experience of it. And then when you're ready, bring your foot to the floor. Come into Uttanasana. Big exhale. Perfect. Come through a vinyasa. In your own sweet time, to the rhythm of your own breath. Come into Vashisthasana on the right side from down dog, so you keep the hips nice and high. Come out to the outside edge of the right foot, so side plank Vashisthasana. Either stay here, or if you wish, you can kick the foot behind you and come into the Chapasana form of the pose. Or step it straight over into Wild Thing. Lift the hips high, press into the earth so you can get more height and extension all the way through the core. Reach the heart open, reach the hand behind. Super slow, come all the way back to down dog. Perfect. Get strong, get grounded, hug the muscles to the bones in the arms. Trust in the strength and the power of the support systems that you have been cultivating and putting into place all this time. Second side, come onto the outside edge of the left foot, press into the earth, lift the hips super high. Get strong first, reach that hand high. And if it's available, bend the knee, reach behind for the foot. Super strong, you've got this. Yes, 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 yes. And step it into Wild Thing. And open. Beautiful. So find that connection to earth. Lift the hips high. Yes. Sweetest open heart. Trusting in all the decisions that you're making as you listen closely to your inner experience. Come all the way back through. Lower yourself to the earth. Any way you wish. Child's pose is great. Listen for what is happening inside. The practice of yoga is the practice of again and again and again remembering, of coming back to ourselves, strengthening and intensifying that connection and that intimacy of relationship to self, so that we can strengthen and intensify the intimacy of relationship with the world and the people around us, with clarity and with truth. Bring yourself down onto your belly. Forehead to the earth, arms alongside the body. Bring the feet together and root down through the little toe side as much as the big toe side. Yeah, so you get that big inner rotation of the thighs. Lift the thighs away from the knees and send the sit bones towards the heels. Inhale to reach the fingertips back and lift the arms away from the floor. Lift the chest. Yes, beautiful. Spread the fingers wide. And now get that core activated to lift you a little higher and reach the heart forward a little further. Big full breath all the way up to your broad collarbones. And release. Turn your head to one side, let your shoulders completely go. Now I like here to turn your toes out so that you're on the inner edges of your feet. So yeah, so turn your toes outwards and you get this big external rotation like this. Does it feel too much?
No, that's nice.
It's nice, okay. And you can bring your feet a little wider as well. I really love this. And let's bring our hands underneath the forehead, make a pillow with your hands. And just, you can gently, very subtle movements of the hips. So the toes are pointing out, the inner edges of the feet are connected to the earth. And you've got this really sweet hip opener, Natarajasana, crocodile pose. Take any exhales, any sighs. And then your choice, you can come into Dhanurasana bow pose, take another locust, take a cobra, or take a full wheel, whatever you are feeling. And take your time. If you're in full wheel, really connect the shoulder blades onto the back and wrap the shoulders and then press the heart, pulse the heart forwards. And when you think you want to come down, take another breath all the way up into the center of your chest. And whenever you're ready to come down, move super slow and articulate through your spine. Let your knees fall in. Bring your hands to wherever they want to go. Allow the energy to move through you. Drink in that experience of opening, that super powerful, sweet experience of opening, and that connection to self. Connecting to your essence, nature, which is joyful and blissful. Take whichever twist you feel called to take now. When you come into the twist, make sure that both shoulders are connected to the earth. Get curious in your twist and see what happens if you send the top hip away from you, if you draw your core in gently towards your spine. Breathe fully into the front, back and sides of your rib cage as you connect breath to lung and lung to rib and rib to tissue and awareness to cells. In your own time, moving one leg at a time, super slowly, consciously come to the second side. Explore the shape through your own listening, connecting to the details of your experience in the pose and the details of the pose. As you travel your awareness down through the sensation into the shape, and you expand your breath into the shape. Super slowly bring yourself back, and if you have a wall at home, Come to the wall for Viparita Karani if you have a brick, and if you just have a friend, then you can just bring your legs up and we'll stay here for a minute or so. Allowing all of the rivers and streams of your blood and your lymph, the lactic acid, letting everything travel in reverse. And as you come into this super restorative supine pose, just stay very sensitive to all aspects of the experience, your body against the earth, the air on your skin, the heat in your legs, maybe even feeling the reversal of the flow. And very slowly bringing your feet down and coming into Shavasana. Let the feet flop out to the side as you completely let go. Allow gravity to gently rest on you. And travel your awareness through your body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, washing your awareness over, in and through any tension, any residue of the practice that you are still holding, any residue of the day that you are still holding. Sink deeply into the earth and rest back into yourself. Awaken in us a ferocity and fever for what we know we are passionate about but haven't yet found a way to express. Balance us with gentleness so that we handle the fragile with care. Help us tone our discernment so that we know where to go when the road forks and our routes split in two. Help us to make repairs where needed in the time required for wholeness. Give us the visions and lead us to the people and the wise inner guides who will help us give birth to our best ideas. Prepare us with faith for our pregnant days to come and let us know that we can do this. Reinforce us for the coming season of planting and later the harvest. Remind us to think about what we want to reap so we can sow right, and humble us with divine magic, which allows all things to grow. If you wish to stay in your Shavasana, then by all means do. Otherwise, before moving anything, travel your awareness to the tips of your fingers and really drink in every little part of the process as you start to wake your body up, so you get super sensitive to those smallest movements. So you initiate that process from your conscious awareness. You feel the touch of thumb upon fingertip, the stirring of your body as you activate. Big, full breath that you can trust in. And either roll to your favorite side, or if you wish to take a stretch and draw your knees in, then do that too. Pause softly in this sweet remembrance of coming into life and being, this fetal position. Slowly bring yourself up to seated. Keep your eyes closed. Realign back in the seated position. Sit bones rooting down into earth and your weight pouring down through your bones. Soften your jaw and your brow and bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, the prayer hands in front of your heart. May we continue to connect more deeply to ourselves, to our stillness, to the sweet essence inside of us, so that we can come closer to our intuition, so that we can listen more carefully and recognize our inner voice and our inner wisdom when it speaks. And in doing so, we can experience this profound sense of trust in ourselves, in our actions, our decisions, our relationships. May we continue to engage and trust. Thank you for practicing today. Thank you to Frankie. Have a wonderful rest of day or evening. Namaste.